whatever, like.
So you work for a photographer now?
No, I work for stylists.
You work for a stylist?
Yeah, for different stylists, and then I do also my own styling. So I basically.
You must have a blog. You don't? Run.
Fashion industry is quite secret. It's secret. You can't share everything.
We're not going to share everything.
You can't share it.
Everything. No.
But you can share just like small nuggets.
No, of course, but I mean, like,
breath mints.
I have like.
Natural breath mint. That's some hot boy right there.
Basil.
That's a hot boy.
Chocolate or something.
It's like bring out the chocolate. You know how a dude rolls out with some
Story. I mean, like, where you from? My small story is.
Oh, okay. My small story is. My name is Melanie, and I'm from Amsterdam.
Okay.
And I came to New York 3.5 years ago.
What brought you here? What was the impetus?
I came for fashion, to work in fashion, and so that's what I'm doing right now. I started at V Magazine and traveled back and forward for like 8 months, and somehow got my work visa in a really short notice. And
so there's always this just organically. What was your expectation versus what's really happening for you?
Actually, it's better than what I expected. I think that's the good thing. Like, I didn't expect it much when I came here.
Yeah.
Because I came on a tourist visa for 3 months, and I was just like, let's have a good time and hopefully, like, let's work a little bit. And then in the first week, I have actually a cool story. Like, I walked through Spring Street. There was this guy sitting in front of Balthazar, this older man with like black glasses. And he says to me like, hey, how are you? And we start talking. He's like, yeah, my wife is always shopping on Broadway. You know, she loves Chanel, and I'm always taking like a cup of coffee here in the morning on Sundays because it's like my chill day. So she goes shopping, I stay here. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, you know what? We started talking about he had traveled and everything. He's like, you know what? My really good friend, he's retired from Wall Street. You should come to the Upper East Side, and we have barbecue next weekend. And I think like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know. And I don't have experience with people just like inviting me like randomly. And then his wife comes back from shopping, like this Asian lady all the way in Chanel, and she's like, hey, how are you? And she's like introducing herself. And he's like, yeah, I just met this girl. She's so nice. I just invited her to the barbecue on Sunday. Blah blah blah, and she's like, great, yeah, you should come. So I had this American friend, and he was like, you can't go there, that's scary, this and that, and I'm like, I don't care, I don't know anybody in this city, I'm just gonna go. So I went, and I met this like, whatever, he was like an art director or whatever, and he gave me like all these email contacts to email, and I did, and then out of that I got like my first job basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's funny how life can be.
Yeah. What do you think that is? You've always believed in your gut? What is that, intuition? Or, like you said, because it all started from you just having to be at the right place at the right time.
Right place, right time, but then also I think you just have to work hard, and then if you prove that you can actually do it when they throw you in that swimming pool without any swimming license, then you either swim or you sink.
So you're model, stylist?
I do styling.
You're styling?
Styling, I work for fashion editors.
So, I mean, like, any tips, anything you would like to share with any aspiring stylists? Because your experience is from Europe as well as America, as well as, I mean,
like tips what? When you want to come to New York?
Tips on being a fashion stylist in New York, is it different than being a fashion stylist in Europe or in Amsterdam?
I think my biggest advice is to have not too big expectations so you can be disappointed. And when you, it depends on which level you are already, but when you start, I would say like start interning with like try to start interning with like a magazine, and then also with like freelance stylists that are having, you know, quite a good name in the industry. And then once you go from there, you will roll from one in the other, basically.
What are some of your favorite brands?
Oh my gosh. I mean, there there are two different things. For me, favorite bands can be editorial-wise, how it looks.
What
when
favorite
it gets
designer? Is that a different
photographed.
question? Favorite designer versus favorite.
No, that's kind of the same. But
Okay.
but because personally, I like mostly vintage clothing. I'm a big vintage clothing fan. So I'm not like somebody who shops much like new designer stuff. But for editorials, yeah.
Who do you like? Sorry.
Givenchy, YSL, Celine, Stella McCartney, Alaya.
Yeah.
There are a bunch. It really depends on the collection and
What
what
do you think
they-
about Chloe?
I think Chloe is a nice brand to wear as a woman. Not so much for photography, but I like it a lot for in real life. I think it's really pretty,
Okay.
feminine.
How's living in New York? The last question. How's living in New York versus? Do you miss home? Do you?
I do miss home. Love New York. Yeah.
And if people want to reach out to you, how would they find you? Or do you want to?
Well, maybe I don't want
Would you
people to
find-
reach out to me. I'm so busy already.
How's that feel? Does that feel like a blessing, or is this all meant to be, or is this?
No, it's just like a blessing.
No.
I think I have like some angel on my shoulder.
Are you sharing it? Do you have a blog or anything?
You know, share it with you now.
Oh, cool. And your name?
Melanie.
Melanie. Thank you.
Thank